This is his debut fight.
He's an MMA fighter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I believe this is his debut fight. Now, I talked to Bishop, and he would like to dedicate this fight to his son Benjamin and his daughter Aubrey. And I asked him, I said, hey man, what do you think separates you from your opponent? I asked him, I said, what do you think separates you from your opponent? He said, you know what, honestly, it's the height, it's the reach. He said, I use it better, I use the ring better. He said, just managing space, just better all around. And you know, the surprising part is I asked him, I said, hey man, how long have you been training? He said, man, I've been training for less than a year. And I've seen him at other fights.
Oh, is he with Nate?
Mayhem MMA, yes sir.
Nate Maness in the house, UFC, former UFC fighter, BKFC fighter. Yeah. I was in Hammond, Indiana, and watched him knock the stuffing out of that dude that he fought the last time.
I think that was the first Indiana BKFC
Absolutely, the inaugural in Hammond, Indiana. You know Bad Ronan was there. I'm the combat sports ambassador of Indiana. And I don't play around. I get around. I do it all. Yeah, I don't care if it's USA boxing. I don't care if it's professional boxing, mixed martial art, kickboxing. I'm there. I'm in. I just, you know, and usually I'm a part of most of the shows. That was the first show that I've been to in about 5 years where I've been a spectator. And I had a blast. And then I hung out with all the production team and Chris Lights Out Lytle and everybody after the show. We went and smoked cigars and hung out at the casino. Had a great time.
You win any money?
I don't gamble. Nah. I'm not a betting man. I raised 7 kids, so, you know, all my money went towards
betting. You were betting, man.
Went towards taking care of kids, man.
Great walkout.
Disturbed.
Yeah, that was a great walkout.
Absolutely.
Hey, shout out to our announcer, man. The high energy, like keeping the show going. And here comes Trey Davis. Like I said, I believe this is his debut bout.
When I first saw the promos, I thought it was you going to be fighting.
No.
And I had to ask, and I said, is it the same guy that I'm commentating with? And
you know
Damon was like, no. But you do kind of favor each other a little bit.
Well, that's the running joke at the gym. So I'm Triumph Trey, and that's DC Derby City Trey.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I mean, like I said, if I put you guys next to each other, you'd look like cousins for certain.
My hair's a little bit longer. You know.
What'd you say? You're a little better looking?
My hair's a little longer. You know what I'm saying? I might got an inch on him. But I talked to him. I said, hey, man, like, is there anybody you want to dedicate this fight to? And his recently deceased friend, Rondell Moore.
Oh, well, shout out to
Rondell.
Rest in heaven, brother.
Said he inspired him to get in here, get in the ring, get this thing going, like, stop stalling and just get the fight book.
Well, you know, there's nothing more that'll motivate you than losing a loved one or a friend.
Yeah.
Really fire you up. And yeah, to follow that up, Eddie Saunders Jr. is a great ring announcer.
I like his energy. But you know what? I like all the announcers that I've ever seen.
Yeah, all right.
Trey Davis, Bishop
yeah,
Woods,
great introductions. I've been following him for about 3 years now. I've been watching him do his thing, and he's a pretty damn good entertainer. He fits in perfect with this, that's for sure. I'm blessed to be here. I'm thankful to be here with you tonight and here to be a part of OniFights number 3.
Yes, sir. I love this.
Great promotion.
It's crazy that they compensate me to do this. I get to watch fights, comment on them.
Eat chicken.
Like,
and have a great time. And we got the best seats in the house, man.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is this is the second fight, so that's 4 fighters, and everybody looks just so calm. Everybody looks so ready for this.
They do look pretty calm.
Yeah,
I agree. I haven't seen any like really anxious looking fighters here that but you know, when you prepare and you're ready for it, you don't like that.
Yeah. My first couple of fights, I was a wreck. You could see it.
And I think Damon and them, you know, ask that these guys be dedicated when they come, you know. So, you know, he doesn't want people playing around. He wants serious fighters to come in here and give the fans their money's worth.
Well, I was talking to him, and he doesn't typically do debuts because he doesn't want a situation where you got a guy that's running or scared or gives up easy. Like, he wants fighters that you know they're going to come out here and they're going to fight. And
pressing forward.
That's what we're getting so far.
See if Trey's got an answer for those.
You know,
strikes it.
I talked to Trey and I asked him, I said, what do you think separates you from your opponent? He just feels like he's worked harder. He's trained 6 days a week. He's put in way more work than his opponent. That's how he feels. And it's been nonstop volume so far.
It looks like Woods is the taller, longer fighter, maybe a little more muscular as well. But, you know, like a small, compact fighter, you know, they have a great chance when they're inside.
Yeah. You got to get your dirty boxing going. You can't stay on the outside of a longer fighter.
Thus far, Woods is pretty much pressing the action. Oh, there's a kick from Davis.
Like both men trading kicks.
They were slapping pretty hard, too.
Yeah.
What do these guys weigh?
205.
Okay. You got it. Awesome. FON, right? Fight of the night. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So we'll have to do some discussing on that one, I guess, after the show. That's great.
So far, both men taken to the stool, both men having to sit down. It was a pretty laid back first round.
Yeah, so I was here present for the fight meeting as you were as well, and they were talking to the fighters and encouraging them to get out here and really go for broke, that there's going to be some bonuses distributed tonight for fight of the night and for knockout of the night. So, you know, that's always a great incentive because, you know, for the amateurs, they don't get paid, so they can still get a bonus.
Yeah.
Even though they don't get paid.
Well, it goes to their sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. But everybody wants a little something. Oh.
Ooh. Looks like Bishop Woods taking over early in the first round so far. Like I said, both men looking calm, taking their time. Nobody's in a rush. Nobody's trying to force anything.
And there's really no reason to. Second round, we got plenty of time here. It was a nice back and forth round in the first round. I think Woods was pressing the action a little bit more in the first round.
I think if Trey wants to win the decision, he's definitely going to have to pick up the volume, pick up the timing, and probably land a few more hits.
Woods is putting together some decent combinations. Kicking a knee into the corner there.
You know,
inside shin kick there from Woods.
You know, I asked Woods how long he's been training. It's less than a year. And when I asked Trey, he's been training for 2.5 years.
There he comes, coming down to the end of the second round. Like you said, I agree. I think Davis is going to have to pick up the pace, and he's going to have to land some good strikes in this third round if he wants to switch this momentum in his favor.
I think at this point,
it's 2 rounds to none right now.
Yeah. As I said, if you're the shorter fighter, you got to get up close.
And you got to show the judges something too. I mean, they're just going on your output. So, you know, like I already made the point that Woods is the taller, longer fighter, maybe a little more muscular. So So Davis is having to reach up to him, and he's having to. What he needs to do is he needs to get closer to him and take away some of that reach on those weapons.
And Woods did say he would use that distance a lot better than his opponent.
Well, I mean that's what you should do. I mean, great strategy, but like I said, for the shorter, more compact fighter, you need to jam and counter them. You know, jam them up, get close to where they can't use those long kicks and those long strikes.
The clinch would probably serve Trey Davis
I agree.
better than standing out.
And we haven't seen much of that. So
we haven't seen clinch in either one of the fights so far.
Yeah, that's something I noticed as well.
Both men showing a lot of respect, a lot of sportsmanship. Okay.
Inside shin kick start that off.
Nice little exchange there.
Oh, now he's turning it up. He's pushing the pressure to the ropes.
Final round. We'll see what these men are made of.
Davis fires back to get off the ropes. Woods is keeping that continuous pressure, pushing him into the ring ropes, and he just attempted to start a clinch.
That was a good sweep from Woods. Ooh, low kick from Davis.
Well,
unintentional.
It was unintentional for certain.
Like he was trying to go for an inside leg kick and maybe went a little too high.
Yeah, Woods has landed a couple inside the shin kicks on Davis. I think he was trying to return a couple of those back.
You know, in the middle of a fight, that's so debilitating. It's just,
yeah, it is.
It takes all your energy away. It takes all your breath away. Your stomach hurts.
Well, and it also gives both fighters an opportunity to get a few good breaths in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's harder for the one who's been kicked in the package, of course. But, yeah.
Let's see, but this crowd's a lot more forgiving. My last cage fight, I took a low blow, and when I took my time, it was like the crowd just didn't believe me. They were booing.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, and if you get afforded the time, you take as much. But like I said, the more time you take, the more time you're giving your opponent to recover as well. So the least amount is the best.
Both men showing respect.
Also, let's give a shout out tonight to livesportscaster.com, handling all of our audio video here tonight.
Sure.
They do a great job with their production, and I'm always honored to work with them. This is our third and final round.
Yes, sir. It seems like Trey's just a little unsure.
Woods with that slapping kick to the thigh.
I don't know. It almost feels like Davis just doesn't have a game plan for the reach and the length of Woods.
Well, I mean, you know, in your mind or when you're training and stuff, you've got an idea of what you're going to do, right? Everybody's got a plan.
Until you hit him out.
Okay, and until that man's standing in front of you too, and then now you're feeling his physical, you know, and Woods has been pretty aggressive in this fight so far.
Yeah.
He's been kicking and punching from the beginning bell.
It was like my first fight. My opponent, I'm 5'8", my opponent was 6'4", and our whole camp was dirty boxing. Dirty boxing, get inside, leg kicks, like. So it doesn't.
That was MMA or kickboxing?
MMA.
Okay, so here we come down to the end of this round, and here again you see Woods is pressing him into the corner and
Trey Davis
and putting some combos on him.
Yeah. Neither man's willing to give up.
Yeah, what I was going to say is back when I fought in kickboxing back in the mid-'90s, okay, I'm going to give you my age now. Back in the mid-'90s, I was 5'8", 200 pounds, and I was fighting guys 6'4", 275 pounds. We were fighting in 16-ounce gloves, and I was breaking noses and ribs through those on those big guys. So I always wondered what it would have been like to fight in little gloves or in MMA, you know, but none of that was really happening back then unless you were out west and you were fighting in the UFC or something like that, because back in those days it was more like tough man contests and stuff like this. That's what we had. We didn't have organized kickboxing and organized MMA and now here modified Muay Thai competitions and stuff. So these guys are very lucky to get a chance to get in here and do this kind of thing, and all my respect to them for having the courage and the physicality to get up in here and do this, because win, lose, or draw, you're exerting yourself and you're doing it in front of all these people, and it takes a whole wheelbarrow full of balls for that.
Yeah, yes it does.
All right.